We live, y'all.
Where do I find it?
You're producing now this morning. That's that girl, little bit.
When you love someone,
building, y'all.
Gonna make this the night that we
It's still a good Thursday, y'all. Let's go. You rocking out with DJ Smith? Tomorrow's Friday. Hey.
Can't fool myself, I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day, or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you. How I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that one was from me. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come and go, my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never enough. I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love. A million days in your arms is never enough. I just don't wanna stop. Too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late, the boss is so demanding. Open the door up, and to my surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle for another hour? I'd rather be with you, cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that and when we come a long way, and that this is only the beginning.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Flip for a fact. Already wrong? I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready to slip out you. Oh yeah. Girl, I must warn you. I sense something strange in my mind. Yo, situation is. Let's kill it cause we're running out of time. It's hard so relationships they seem from the start. It's hard so love is not taken from
It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. It's the devil. That girl is poison. Never trust a big button smile. That girl is poison.
If I were you, I'd take precaution before I start to leave my girl. You know, cause in some your age is the best thing in the world. She's so bad, she'll drive you right out of your mind. Steal your heart and your mind. Beware, she's scheming. She'll make you think you're dreaming. You fall in love and you're just screaming. Together, moving slow. Looking for a mellow settle like a bogey. Legs so better lay low. Scheming on house money. The little girl hole should be cut like an afro. So what you saying, huh? She's better than you, but I know she's a loser. How did you know me and the crew used to do well? And all of the madness has got you going crazy. It's time to get out, step out into the street, where all of the action is right there at your feet. Well, I know a place where we can dance the whole night away, underneath the electric stars. Just come with me and we can shake your blues right away. You'll be doing fine once the music starts. The rhythm of the night, get something more in life. Forget about the words on your mind. You can leave them all behind. The rhythm of the night, oh, the rhythm of the night. Oh, yeah. Look out on the street now, the party's just beginning. The music's playing, a celebration starting under the street lights. The scene is being set, a night for romance, a night you won't forget. So come join the fun, this ain't no time to be staying home. Ooh, there's so much going on.
Yes.
It's gonna be a night. Gonna have a good time the whole night long.
Oh, to the beat of the rhythm of the night.
You're now listening to Digital Empire Nation with your host, Lil Nat.
Hello, 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 hello. Yo, Digital Empire Nation Radio Show. We are here. We are live. Our guest is in the backstage area. We're waiting for him to come through. Only the host can do that.
Okay, so, he was in here a little earlier.
Yeah, I know. I had a problem with the camera with the laptop again, but my husband fixed it.
Shout out to Big Silk Dollar.
So I hope everybody's doing well. Are we ready for the 4th of July weekend?
We ready.
You ready? There he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Reggie, what's up?
What up? What's going on? How y'all feeling?
We good. So we're not going to banter too much because I know that you got a session in about a half an hour, 20 minutes.
No, something.
Yeah, so I saw your post. So Smitty, I saw his post. I follow him on Facebook. I've been following him for years. He was Lenny Green's personal trainer from 98.7 Kiss FM, and he's trained a lot of other celebrities. And I haven't hit him up in a while, and I was like, wow, let me see what he's talking about. So he posted up saying how there's ways to stay fit and be healthy and do exercises while the gyms are closed. Because it seemed like the gyms are going to be closed for a longer time now again.
Yeah.
Because the coronavirus numbers are going back up. There's not going to be any indoor dining for a while again. And that means that the gyms are not going to be open for a while. Is that safe to say, Reggie?
It is safe to say. I mean, I was shocked that, some of these states opened up the gyms a little bit earlier than, I would have. But, I get it. I understand, a lot of these gyms are suffering just because, that's how they make their revenue. They still have to pay this rent and everything like that. And without having members being able to come in, there's a number of gyms. I mean, small gyms, single-owned gyms are taking a hard hit, but even big gyms like Gold's Gym is closing a number of locations based on, just what's been going on.
Yeah, it's sad that this virus has wiped out so many businesses. But let's get back to the topic, fitness.
Right.
How to stay disciplined in your house and be physically fit.
Well,
because some people are going to Zoom and they're doing YouTube and all of that stuff, but it's not everybody's consistent. It's hard. How do you do that?
I mean, well, it really just all boils down to, your own personal commitment to yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, even if you had the gym, even if you had a trainer, it's all still on you. No one can force you to do what you don't want to do, right? And so what I work with, with my clients, and so in my business slogan is reshaping your body and your mind, right? Because you got to reshape your mindset in order to really get the results, but not only get the results, you got to be able to change your thinking habits in order to keep the results, right? It's one thing to get the results, but keeping the results is a whole different ball game. And without the right thoughts and without the right, focus, you're going to lose those results. I see DJ Smitty got something to say, huh?
I'm just saying, it's easy to probably get to that point, but then resist sweets and juice. I don't know. Do it.
Right. But I mean, again, so in my personal philosophy is that you don't really have to stop having anything, right, per se. It's all about moderation and all about adjustments. Because look, because I've been a certified personal trainer for 18 years, right? People automatically assume that I eat salads like all the time, right? And,
you like a rabbit, right?
And then so I also use Herbalife as my nutritional supplements, right? So now, not only do I just eat salads, all I do is eat salads and drink shakes, which is so far from the truth. Because I love those people do, right? But it's all about having the right system and the right moderation, for that to work.
Right. All right. So you have to have the right mindset. That's right. You have the diet and the fitness go hand in hand, right?
Yes. So it's way more about nutrition. But before I get into that, right, I'll backtrack and answer your question on how do you stay focused and committed, right? The first step
in your house, because with group fitness and when you go to the gym, it's like, okay, for me, let me say how it is for me. It's hard for me to work out in the house because it's always like a million and something else to do before you can get to that workout. You know, you come home, you got to cook dinner, or you had a long day from work, and as soon as you sit on the couch, you pass out. You know what I mean? So for me to go someplace and make it my schedule, it's a lot easier to commit. Then I feel obligated. One, I'm paying somebody. Two, I'm in an environment where everybody has the same goals. So you kind of feel like you have some type of like cheerleader around you. So it's like, how do you do that at home? Because I've been doing it, but I haven't been consistent.
Okay, so two things, right? One, in my opinion, it's actually a little bit easy. It should be a little bit more easier time wise, right? Because guess what? When you got to go someplace, now you got to spend time traveling there and back. If you do it in the house, that's extra time that you get back, right? So that's the first thing, right? Again, listen, let me tell you, right? It's easier to hold on to some of these excuses, right? That's just unfortunately what they are. And one of the dopest quotes that I've heard is like, listen, you can either have excuses or results. You can't have both at the same time, right?
Absolutely.
But then the question for you, right? And anytime I talk to somebody that says the same thing, because listen, lots of people say the same thing, right? Here's the first question, challenging because you have more distractions at home and all of that stuff, right? And so I know when I was looking at your page too, right? Like you're married, you talked about your husband, helping you out, fix your camera and stuff like that, right? So here's my question for you. If your husband's life depended upon you being consistent and committed to working out in the house a minimum of 3 days a week, a minimum of 45 minutes each time, right? Would you do it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So what that means is that whatever goals that you have set for yourself and the reason behind you wanting to exercise right now isn't deep enough for you to stay committed. It's a surface goal, right? Because if it's a surface goal, then it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get, swayed from it, because just as you would dedicate time to schedule to go somewhere, right? So you're going to a class for an hour. You have to travel, let's say, even 30 minutes or 45 minutes each way. So now you're talking about a 2-hour time block that you've got to set out for yourself to go somewhere, right? I'm saying you got 45 minutes in the house. So now that's like less than half the amount of time that you got to dedicate to go somewhere, right? And so it's just about starting to think about deeper, compelling reasons, right? Just that I want to lose weight because I want to lose weight isn't compelling enough for most people. Like it gets
right. Well, for me, it's for me. As I got older, it's become a health thing. Like I run every morning.
Okay.
Well, I try to run. I run for the most part between 4 to 7 days a week. But I run like a lot in the morning. It's my evening schedule. Like before this pandemic happened, I was teaching my Shape Up New York class on Wednesday. I was roller skating 3 times a week. I was running 7 days a week. I was in the gym. They opened up a Crunch gym in Rochdale, and it was like I was in the gym every morning after my run. But then when everything closed down, it was like now I got to roller skate in a house that doesn't feel the same. Now I got to try to be creative because I don't have the machines that I used to have at the gym. The weight machine. I have weights, but then I don't have enough weights. So it's like now you got to be creative with the couch, with the chair. It's like then you looking on YouTube for fitness ideas. But I hear what you're saying. If you really, really want to do it, you'll find a way.
Right. And so, the other piece of it is that, look, let me tell you, people have, like, if I want to be honest, right? People are at pandemic time. Here's the reason why, right? Because you got a number of fitness experts who are putting out so much additional free content for people just because we feel passionate about really just wanting to help people, right? And so you got top experts around the world that were doing live free workouts. Like me personally, I do 3 a week. right? I want to say it's like March, right? And I do it on my Facebook and my YouTube. It's free. You log on, you watch, you do it with me. And so one of the biggest misconceptions is you need the gym in order to get great results. You don't. It's convenient, and it's more simple and easier to do, right? But it's not necessary to do. And so now, even with the creativity aspects, as long as you're getting your information from somebody who's an expert in their area, right? Like you can follow some of these different experts and watch what they do, and you get to be creative with them, right? Because they give you the creativity. Like if you don't have weights at home, right? Guess what? You can use 2 cans of peas in order to use dumbbells for your exercises, right?
Or some bleach, bottle of bleach or something.
Right. Listen, there's so many different creative ways, and a lot of the fitness experts have put out that content for people. But here's the truth of the matter, right? It's not even about the exercise. It's really about the eating habits, right? Nutrition plays a bigger role in your results than anything else. Like there's a, it's 80-20. It's 80% nutrition, 20% fitness, right? And so a lot of people want to exercise and they miss the gym and all this other stuff, and they're blaming the gyms being closed for gaining the weight.
For having that coronavirus weight.
Right. They're like, yo, I got the corona 15 to 20. Nah, listen. You decided to be inactive and then eat everything and then all this other stuff, right? Like,
Yeah, Reggie, they went to the supermarket and bought up all the snacks. No fruit, no vegetables, no nothing.
Right. All the DJ Smitty said, yeah.
All the Oreo cookies were sold out. Ice cream, you couldn't find ice cream nowhere.
Listen, and it's crazy because, right, like, yes, I get, listen, the social distancing and not being able to interact with people is a challenge, right? But then I see people like they on a Zoom every day, every other day, it's like wine. It went from wine Wednesday to wine every day. Like, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, when the world was opened up, you wasn't happy hour every day to begin with, but now that the world is closed, you got a happy hour every day. Come on.
Let me tell you something. I am in the wrong business. I should open up a liquor store. They got paid. Yo, there's a bunch of drunks walking around all day, every day.
Word.
And alcohol put on a lot of pounds and all that sugar.
Right. So it's really about just making better choices, right? And so, even with, and again, like I said, this quarantine time really was a time where you could have learned more about yourself and what your body needs, right? Because again, one of the biggest reasons or excuses that most people have is lack of time, right? And so now we was all stuck.
You got all the time in the world, right?
Right. So you could have learned how to cook, you could have learned how to meal prep, you could have learned some fast and easy recipes. Like you had all this time to do all these things, but again, it just really depends on what your focus is, right? And so if you had a surface goal of like, oh, you know what, I'm getting ready for summer 2020. I'm about to go to the beach. I'm going on vacation. I'm taking my shirt off. I'm wearing my bikini, right? Okay, summer is like, pretty much canceled for the most part, right? And so because that mindset of only focusing on the summer, there was nothing to keep you committed to your goals. So you ate everything.
What'd you say, Smitty?
I said that double Big Mac was calling.
All right, so my girl Nikwa wanted to know, what do you think about Herbalife?
I love it. I mean, I've been using the products for 8 years. I work with individuals and coaching them how to, incorporate the products into their lifestyle. See, there's a lot of different misconceptions out there when you don't know about it. And it all depends on who you work with, right? So before me using Herbalife.
Explain what Herbalife is for those who don't know what it is.
Okay, so Herbalife is just a nutrition company. They make nutritional supplements in order to help you fill in the gap in your nutritional needs to create whatever result you're
looking for. Okay.
Looking for more energy, drop body fat. They got products in the system that can help you, and you work with a coach like myself who's going to help you to make adjustments to your eating habits, but not just your eating habits, also your exercise habits and your lifestyle habits, just to create a healthy, active lifestyle that you can maintain and sustain for as long as you want to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's 80% nutrition, and then the other 20% is for fitness.
Yes. But you gotta, again, it all starts with the mindset, right? 100% mindset, because again, if you don't have the mindset there, then you're gonna slip and fall in your exercise. You're gonna slip and fall in your, nutritional habits. Like, it's easy for me to stay consistent with my goals because of why I do it. So for me personally, right, I have top two reasons why I'm very consistent and committed. One, I have most people don't know, and I used to not share it, but I have herniated discs in my neck and my low back, which I've had now for 16 years, right? And so I started sharing it more because it allows me to show people that, listen, no matter what you have going on, you can still create results. Listen, I'm in pain all the time, right? And so if I can create results, even being in pain, you can. So, but my exercise and my eating habits allows me to help with pain management. That's my number one reason. My number two reason, most people laugh and think I'm joking, right? But my number two reason is that I refuse to let a child tire me out. Like, I'm dead serious with that, right? Like,
well, that counts out Majestic and Smitty.
Whoa, what is that supposed to mean? Oh my God.
You have an energy like that.
So that's the other goal. So no kid can outrun you, outbench you, out nothing.
So let me ask you one question.
Well, not that they can't outrun me. Go ahead.
If you had to give up one particular food, if you could recommend one food that people give up for a healthier body definition or whatever they're trying to do to shed pounds or whatever, what would that be?
Meat.
So says the vegan. Says the vegan. It's so easy for the vegan to say
but I'm right. But anyway, go ahead. Give your answer.
So here's the thing, right? I wouldn't say that it's a particular food that you need to give up. It's a particular preparation of food that you need to give up, right? And so, like, staying away from fried things, staying away from things that are smothered, staying away from things that have heavy sauces on it, right? Like, those are the kinds of things that you want to do that's going to be able to help you to create that lifestyle. Listen, look, all right, so if DJ, what happened?
I said, that's everything good.
No, listen, let me tell you, right?
It's how you eat it, man. It's not,
right.
You can't give it up completely. It's in moderation, brother. It's in moderation.
All right, so I'm gonna boil your chicken and I'm gonna fry mine and just.
No.
You can fry it, but you can eat a small piece.
You order a chicken Caesar salad, right? Okay. You tell the waitress or waiter to put the Caesar salad dressing on the side, so you can monitor how much drippings you put on it. Because when you don't, they drown the salad, and then it defeats the purpose of the salad being healthy. Now the salad is fattening.
Right. And so again, most things you can get, like most things you can get stuff on the side, and you can always ask, right? And so, to go back to your question, DJ Smitty, like having foods that are grilled, having things that are broiled, having things that are baked are more healthier options that can still be flavorful, right? But again, you still got to watch, the extra seasonings and the amount of salt that you're using and the amount of, sugars that's in the stuff, because again, that's where the unhealthy aspects of it come from, right? Like me personally, whatever your eating lifestyle is, right? Whether you eat everything, whether you're a pescatarian, a vegetarian, a vegan, or a raw vegan, you still need to make sure that you're getting all of your nutrients from every different area that you need, right? You need to get your vitamins, your minerals, your protein, your fiber, your carbohydrates, even healthy fats, right? Because there are people who, I'll use vegetarian for an example, right? That are type 2 diabetic, right? And the reason is because they eat a lot of carbs. Because they don't understand, how do I get my protein? How do I get my fiber? How do I feel? And that's just because they don't really do their research, right? I mean, unfortunately, and I'm sure Majestic knows, there's a lot of vegans who are not healthy on the inside, unfortunately, as well, because they don't do their research. And so all they know is a very small aspect of what it means to be vegan, and that's all they hold on to. So they miss out on the broad spectrum of all these other things. And then you're still unhealthy, even though you're a vegetarian, a pescatarian, a vegan. Like, you can still be unhealthy if you don't get everything that you need.
And you can still gain a lot of weight.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, yeah. It's the intake. It's all about the intake. So he's right, because there's people, like you said, vegans. They haven't done any research. So the only thing they're eating is quinoa and maybe a little bit of salt. And they're going, but this is nasty. And they're like, well, of course it's nasty, because you have a whole range of different things that you can eat. But you got to sit down and figure out what it is you like, what you don't like, and you got to see what's out there. Like, you really have to do your research. You can't just jump into something and not know what you're jumping into. See what I'm saying? So you got to know what you get, because there's a range of foods that you can get as a vegan, as a pescatarian, as a vegetarian, as anything, and as a regular person eating regular food, to drop your weight and sit down here and look healthy and be healthy. But a lot of people, they like the taste and the flavor of fat.
Well,
sugar.
Yeah.
People,
I mean, that's what most people grow up on that, unless they grow up in a house that are vegans and stuff like that. But
well, you can shift it.
It's fats.
You can shift it and have the same kind of flavor, but with less.
Right. And it's just a matter of, like, most people live to eat, right?
Yeah, you gotta eat to live, baby.
Yeah,
and so because food to taste, I need to it's gotta make my tongue dance and all this other stuff, right? Like,
not only
but
that,
I eat to
a lot of people are emotional eaters. So they eat on emotion. If they're sad, they eat. If they're happy, they eat. If they're celebrating, they're eating.
So guess what? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But it's all about, again, the mindset behind everything, right? And so if you're an emotional, working on your mindset, and like, why do I just gravitate to food? Why don't I gravitate to being active? Why don't I gravitate to writing? Why don't I gravitate to listening to music to help me to balance out my emotions, right? Like, it's easy to do it, to do it that way. Again, it's the easier way, and it's the easy excuse. And we like what's easy because we don't want anything that has to make us work for it, right? And so for me, again, like, it's as simple as making small adjustments. Like, it's all about making small adjustments over a period of time that can now create your new lifestyle, right? And so making the adjustment, okay, listen, if you eat fried chicken every day, listen, I'm not gonna say stop, just cut your fried chicken, right? Okay, listen, go from doing it every day to every other day, right? What are you gonna substitute it for? Now, the problem is, we live in a now society. Everybody wants stuff like this, right? And so they want to go extreme with it, and they want to try to do these fad diets. Listen, unfortunately, like, look, DJ Majestics, he seems like he's a real vegan, right? Veganism, vegetarianism.
He's a vegan that works in a meat shop.
I cut meat, man. I cut meat. That's what I do. So I know what it is. I know what it is. I see it before you get it. I know what it is.
Right.
Okay,
that's probably why you're vegan.
No, I was a vegan. That's stupid. I was a vegan before I decided to cut meat. But guys, I'm listening.
But but most people, right? Like, it's a fad. It's a quick way of trying to create a result. Listen, I'm telling you right now that, look, they've done studies on it. People that healthy rate of loss is 1 to 2 pounds per week, right? People that generally do more than that, if you see them in a year to 3 years later, they've gained
more weight.
Because
they gain more than they had before.
Because seesaw. Yeah.
Right. Because whatever you do to get the results is you have to do a very close realm of that in order to keep the results, right? That's just like, listen, how many people in my career I've met, like women, unfortunately, that have gone and gotten surgery and lost the results, right? Because
all right, hold on to that thought. One question from Facebook, and I want to get into the surgery. Hold on. Someone says, how do you feel about the keto diet? Because now that we're talking about food, a lot of people are doing that keto diet. Do you think that works?
Well, can we explain what the keto diet is, so for all of us who don't know what it is?
The keto diet is like
Get everybody like, what?
it's smaller portions of meals, but I think it's less carbs, and you eat at a certain time of the day.
The easiest way is like it incorporates a lot more fats and proteins and less carbohydrates, essentially, right?
Right.
But guess what? Too much fat is bad. Carbs are not bad, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. Like, carbs are not the enemy. Carbs are not gonna stop you from losing weight. It's simple carbs that are bad, right? That is just all sugar. And so, like, I'm not a fan of any diet, right? Because diets are fads. And so most people that do keto, unfortunately, are doing keto so that they can lose whatever amount of weight that they want and then go back to
right. It's actually a lifestyle change. You have to change. It's the same thing as becoming a vegan and becoming a. You have to change your mindset first. Once you change your mindset, everything else follows right after that.
Right. And so with all of these different diets, unfortunately, they all lack something, right? If you really break down all of these different fad diets, like when there was the South Beach diet and all these other things, they're deficient in something, right? And so, yes, you might get results, but that deficiency in whatever area it is starts to create other issues, right? And you are more susceptible to other health issues and health risks because of those deficiencies, right? And so, like, even like when I work with people, you can Google food cravings chart, because most people don't realize that when you crave something, it's typically because your body's
asking
in something.
Yes, asking for something. Yes.
Right. And so the food cravings chart is great because if salt, I'm craving sugar, I'm craving chocolate, I'm craving whatever, it allows you to see what areas you are lacking and deficient in, and then what nutrient-rich foods you can have. Right. But yeah, so it's just really about creating a lifestyle change for you. And that's what I do when I work with my people. Like, I got a 21-day challenge, body transformation challenge that's coming up. It starts on Sunday, right? Even within the challenge, I'm teaching people how to make better lifestyle choices and habits so that it's not about trying to get a result and win the challenge in 21 days. It's about what are you going to do beyond that? How are you going to make the adjustments in your lifestyle so that you're not feeling restricted, right? The biggest reason that most people struggle with staying consistent is because they do something to create quick results and they feel restricted, right? When you feel restricted, you're going to want to combat it. Just think about it as a kid growing up. When your parents said you can't do something, you wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, just
I can't what? I can't go outside? Okay. You go to sleep, I'm going outside.
Right. You know, but
we gotta go soon. But because I know you're but real quickly, you're gonna have surgery.
Yeah? Really? Oh, the surgery. Yes.
What do you feel about surgery?
So with the surgery and stuff, right? Here's my take on it. One of the reasons that most people either continue to get new surgeries or they're wasting money is because you don't change your mindset, right? And so even like DJ Majestic said, wherever the mind goes, your energy flows, right?
Yeah.
And so because you've never learned the habits of what it takes to maintain the body that you have, now that you've gotten a surgery, you're going to creep back by doing the same habits. A lot of people think, oh, well, once I get the body, it'll be maintain it. And it's not. Like,
yeah, they have to exercise. No.
Well, you got to eat right. Like, if you
got to eat right too, exactly.
Right. And so if you get this surgery that, like, you drop all this weight and all this body fat, and then you still eat the same way that you were eating prior to the surgery, slowly but surely, you're going to get back. And then you're going to wake up one day and be like, how did I get back?
Nah, you have more than that, more problems than that, because usually what ends up happening is that surgery that you have, they tell you can't eat as much as you used to.
Right.
You might rip the stuff that they just did, which creates another problem.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean,
so
beyond the health risks, right? There's so many. You can die on the table, unfortunately, right?
Oh,
like,
so
for me, it's like the risk of it's like the risk of death should outweigh the fact that
Yeah,
you
you know
want
what I'm saying?
like, I don't understand that. Like,
Just go to the gym.
right? Like, you know, so that's
for some women, there's certain areas that's difficult to get rid of, no matter how much you work out. So those are the challenges.
It's a time factor thing. That's what you're talking about. Some
So-
people want that quick fix. They want it right now. They want it right away. They want to see it right now. They don't want to go through
But there
all
are
that.
some areas on a female's body that is hard to get rid of. It's
Hard to get rid of is not impossible.
So here's the thing, right? Well, even in exercise and even with eating habits, right? Challenging and hard are not the same thing. And so it may be challenging to get rid of these areas. And most women, it's their stomach that they're talking about, right? And so
Love handles.
And so, yes, it might be a little bit challenging, but it's only really challenging because you don't have the right plan, right? And so it's just like, if you think about those, you know, like the little blocks that you used to have, it's like most people try to put the circle block in the
square hole, right?
And it doesn't work. And that's why it's challenging, because you think that whatever you're doing is supposed to produce the result that you want. And that's not how it works. Listen, it can be very simple to do. It's just having the right plan and the willingness to make the adjustments, to do the temporary sacrifices for the long-term reward, right?
And it does take a while. It doesn't take 2 seconds. It doesn't take a week. It might take a little while. I'm gonna tell you again, usually when you go past 2 weeks, they go, I don't see a result. But that's because you gotta keep doing it. But like you said, that 21 day thing that you got,
yeah,
that anything that you do for more than 20, 21 days is considered a habit. So once you do that, they got into the habit of doing it. It's hard for them to break that.
So what I've learned is, right, before I have to go, is that 21 days starts the consistency of a habit. It typically is somewhere around it's like 66 or so days where you have to do it consistently. But now here's the key thing with that. The consistency aspect means that you don't take a day off of whatever your plan is. Most people think that they've gone, let's say 90 days consistently, right? But let's say if you do 45 days consistently, on the 46th day, if you fall off the plan, right, and you don't do anything that you're supposed to do, that day 47
is day one.
And most people count that as day 47, right? And so they're like, oh, the plan didn't work. Well, listen, you didn't work the plan consistently enough in order to get the results, right? And so one of the last analogies I'll leave you with is Les Brown says it in a lot of his speeches, right? They talk about the Chinese bamboo tree, right? The Chinese bamboo tree, you have to water it every day consistently for 5 years, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And after 5 years of watering it consistently, it doesn't break the ground. It doesn't grow, right?
Right. You don't see it at all.
5 years of watering it consistently, the next 2 weeks, it grows 80 feet, right?
Right.
And so the question is did it grow in 5 years and 2 weeks, or did it grow in 2 weeks? But at any point in time, if you didn't water it right during that 5 year period, it's not going to grow, right? And so most people don't realize that with their goals. At any point in time that you just fall off the map and just decide not to do anything, the reason you don't see the results at the end of whatever time frame is because you didn't continue to water your progress.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, I'd love to be able to come back to
my girl Serena wants you to have an example of a healthy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So after your session, can you just post that on my Facebook page and we can share it?
Yeah, just tag me where you want me to share it, and then I can do that. Yep. And I'll put my 21-day challenge if anybody wants to join in here.
Please do. Thank you, Reggie.
Right.
That was great. I definitely want to hook up with you again to talk more about wellness and fitness because as we go through this pandemic, we're gonna need more talk to that, and encourage wellness and fitness because it's also for mental health as well. We can tie that into the next time we speak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, like I said, that's what I really focus on is getting people to really just create what it's all about. It's all about better lifestyle habits, which is ultimately going to give you, the results that you're looking for. It's not a quick fix. You gotta be willing to be patient over the period of time that is specific for your goals. Everybody's length of time is different. Everybody's length of time is not the same. How long it's going to take me to see my results is going to differ from everybody else on here. But understanding and having the patience, you'll be good to go.
All right. That'll work for me.
Soon.
All right. Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Yo, go.
All right. Y'all have a great night.
All right. You too, man. Oh man. So you're gonna do that.
On that note, we won't be eating hot dogs, hamburgers, steaks, or nothing tomorrow on the 4th of July, Smitty. We can't have no drink.
Sure you can. You have one hot dog and one hamburger.
That usually does not happen at a barbecue. The more you drink, the more you eat.
Oh, come on. You know that. You know that already. You got to know how to get that mind straight. Get that mind right, baby. Get that mind right.
Listen, not this weekend.
Welcome, Majestic.
He said, no, not this weekend. Oh, okay. I'll be working, so it's okay. I'll be working.
We can't do it next weekend either. We got a big turn up next weekend.
Oh, that's when it is?
The whole month of July is shot.
Damn.
Well, we starting in August.
Oh, yeah, it won't be starting in August either. Let's start next year. How about that? Next year? Next year is good.
Well, 2020 don't even exist except for January 12th. After January 12th, 2020 ended.
Oh, that's good because my birthday was the 9th. So that's good. Yeah, okay, we can do that.
Yeah, that was our wedding. So, that was the last.
Exactly.
So after that date, that's when Corona started sneaking in.
Yeah, everything started to go downhill after that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Knowledge sent us some topics. I'm gonna let Smitty rock for a second, and then we're gonna talk about this Jada Pinkett Smith dating.
Oh, come on,
we gotta talk about Common and
what was the other one?
Haddish, Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah. That's old though.
The BET Awards.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, talk about this.
We have to talk about this idiot president again, and the mayor. It's this so I don't know. People are bored. I don't know what the hell, but
bored.
Yeah,
I think
right?
They stupid.
Let's play some music. Let's play some Public Enemy or something.
She wanted to hear rebel stuff. She wanted to get riled up. You better watch it.
I don't know. Whatever you
start
think,
kicking you off.
I'm gonna just hit you with 2 songs, then we're gonna come back. So I definitely gotta talk about this Jada thing. I got
Yeah. All right, we'll talk about it.
Oh,
Go ahead, play some music. Digital Empire Nation Radio Show. Let's go.
Yeah. Get Smitty.
I'll hold you down. I'm on my way. Do anything you wanna, let emotion roll your mind. We the best music. And I say, dream it up. Do it anywhere, just tell me what's on your mind. See my way, see the stars. Show me just who you are. You know when you're down, and when you're around, I'll hold you down.
You want all of me, give me all of you, all of me. I had some problems back home, so I hit that. I ain't with that bullshit at all. Maybe it's that Virginia in me. Have a young girl so hard. Do it all, you stuck with me. Do it all, you never ducked over the cowards when you hit me. Give me, girl, I swear to God, you the real one, you know it. And I'm ready to run y'all for the real one, you know it. And I hold it down. Started from the bed, ended up on the floor. Top of the ground. Put you on my shoulders, let me give you up the score. Girl, you deserve it. All the time you've been serving. Way from the realest. Yeah, I'ma take it away. Now hold you down. I'ma hold you down, baby. I'll hold you down. I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna hold you down. I know my way. I'm gonna be one of them you trust. I know now. Want you, want you, want you, want you. This feels like I'm faded. This keeps feeling amazing. Got a white smile on my arm. I'm a little breezy, feeling excited. She telling me that she hating. I'm in the car and I'm serving. I'm walking to her bed brown. I put it down, that's nothing. It's a bye-bye. And I still take a shot. Hey, yo, got me on my job. Maybe cause I'm everything you're not. See, I ain't no big snip, no snip. I'm a real nigga, that's real. I'm just trying to chill. Cause I'm way too drunk to be talking like this. Way too high to be tripping like this. Way too young to be living like this. See when I do it, I'ma cut it like this. With the Mercury remix. We're about to get it. See, I wanna get a little loud to get the whole club like we got rose, a little wine, baby, a little piece of rock, and we fade it. Soon as we step beat, we got your chicken. I know you hate it, cause we lining up the shot. See, you never hate to make them pop. So as we hit the parking lot, they don't be saying all the baby drive. Ain't no risk, no slip. Jumping on a real, that's real. Talking like way too high to be tripping like this. Take on from the back. This is too cold, I'ma put it like this. Get down to the outrage, Chris remix. You love it, yeah. Let me make you live it good. She said she just got her start. She said she just got her start. Can't wait till I come to her city. Can't wait till I come to her city. I smoke till I choke and I'm dizzy. The liquor's invading my kidneys. Been chillin', I'm feeling like killing you. Been missing me lately. I love when I talk too fast. So you love spin the trip, yeah, that's my baby. Oh, that's my baby. Just move it like you can. Girl, don't worry about your hands. Girl, you do like this. Girl, you do like this. It's so good, I need my kiss. You ask if she gon' take it on this guy. She loves it, loves it, loves it, loves it. She loves it, loves it. I'ma keep on like I love this. I'ma keep on bustin' cause you love this. I'ma keep stepping cause I love being rich. I'ma keep doing
Gold on my neck, bathing ape on my back. Even though I'm looking from the front, I can still see that back. I got racks on racks, no I'm not white, see I'm hypey like keep this sneak, please don't creep by me, don't try me, got be on freaks, geeked off that brain I receive. All this flash shit I bought came with receipts, this ain't no game, don't be playing with me. All these bad bitches be staying with me, beat the beat up like I'm Roy in that ring. Enough of me rapping, gon' let that boy sing.
1, 2, 3, too many, I'm 4 chicks with me, I'm live. Took about 5 shots, 6 bottles I just got twisted. Turned up 24/7, that's no bad. I'm getting they know I get them in, put them in, go fast. What they came here for? Baby, can I see you make it air drop? I'ma let the rose bottles pop. I'ma sip this rock, baby, don't stop. Put your body on fire, you too hot. I can't feel my face, I'm so numb. I'm so wasted, so dumb. I'm wasted, just in case I don't make it. Take my drink, buzzing, take my trees. I'm down, take my keys. If it's nothing, one of these chicks is taking me home. Take my drink, buzzing, take my trees. I'm down, take my keys. If it's nothing, one of these chicks is taking me home. Red says she's taking me home. Fine, Red says she coming along. Know that I'm out, so I'm strong. I'ma beat her to sleep, then I'm gone in the mouth. I tell her, before I gotta roll out, all I do is turn down for what? Need another drink, baby, gonna pull up, money hurt over. So you know I gotta throw up the face, so that they know that I'm ready to get them popping and dropping the body. Now be stopping, cause I be keeping them rocking and on these strips. Be chewing, cause now they see that I'm winning like I'm allergic to losing and I can't feel my face, I'm so numb. I'm so wasted, so dumb. I'm wasted, just in case I don't make it. Take my drink, buzzing, take my trees. I'm down, take my keys. If it's nothing, one of these chicks is taking me home. Take my drink, buzzing, take my trees. I'm down, take my keys. If it's nothing, one of these chicks is taking me home.
You're now listening to Digital Empire Nation with your host,
Little Nat.
Oh, so we talking now, Smitty? I thought we was playing more music.
My bad.
Too late.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. We can chit chat. I'm good with it. I don't even have my phone to do Facebook Live. Huh?
I said I played 3 August Alcina joints. Just now.
Oh, see, he was trying to be funny. He was trying to be
My
funny.
phone, I have to charge my phone, so I can't go live. So I'm hoping I'm gonna share the DTF page on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, you want to start with that topic? I see.
Apparently he went to Alcina.
And Jada Pinkett Smith for 4 years.
Come on, man. It's
How
what
old is
he was hinting at. It doesn't mean he had a song that hinted at him breaking up with a girl that was a
her name is Karen or Corin or something.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's Jada's middle name. So that's what he got it from. So, but her team is, and I think her team is definitely saying, nah, that's not so.
It's not
Will
true.
Smith is like, nah, that's not. You know he's gonna say that's.
Can you say yes? I mean, can you really say yeah? I gave her permission to get wiped out.
Yeah.
Nah.
But
Bruh, if you have an open relationship,
why would he make up that story though? Why would he say something
see
like that?
It's interpretation. It's how people interpret what he said. Because if you listen to the interview with him and Angela Yee, it's he was saying that this girl this da, but it wasn't saying that it was Jada. Really, kinda, sorta.
But he was saying that he's madly in love with her. He was in love with her.
Yeah, he was saying all that.
From Will Smith. But now I'm confused. Did Will and Jada break up? Like, what?
Nah.
Maybe they just got an understanding.
Like I said, their relationship is odd though.
Isn't their marriage built on understanding?
No.
Yeah, but man,
I heard that marriage is built on a lot of understandings.
Yeah, that's what I was told also. But there's a lot of with their relationship. That is the rumor. There's a lot of stuff with their relationship. Their relationship is a lot of finding each other. I think they're doing good together now. I think they were having problems before, but they don't make their stuff public, so a lot of people like to fill in the blanks because they don't get all
Yeah,
the
it's like
information.
there's a lot of speculations. Like there's a
Right.
lot of speculations saying that they were both bisexual, that they have
Right.
an open relationship.
They got an open relationship,
the
right?
whole Black Hollywood gay thing, and they
Right.
all go to each other's houses, and
Right.
it's like this community of them.
Right. You see all of that?
And then they have this open space, and that's why their kids are the way they are. You know, the girl want to be a guy, the guy want to be a girl. It's like, what the hell? That whole house is all confused. But hey, they healthy, they happy. If they like it, I love it.
And that's what's funny because you're not really sure as to what Jaden. They're not saying if he's gay or not. They haven't really said it, really.
Because I don't think he knows what he is yet. I think he's just exploring right now.
But what's the name?
What happens, Fitty?
He's old enough to know what he likes.
Right, but they have never said that he was gay. Now the daughter says she likes.
Yo, look at it.
That don't mean so what? That's a lifestyle, bro. What you want?
Nah, I'm not saying it's not a lifestyle, but we don't need to figure it out. We figured that out already.
Well, nah. See, I don't know. I don't want to put no labels on nobody. That's why I don't say nothing. But the
Speaking
daughter,
of, there's a lot of alphabets going on with this whole gay community thing. They added an I. What does the I mean?
What?
Yo,
what?
What's at the Q part?
What?
It's
That's
after
queer.
the Q, right? Or before it?
Listen.
It's after the Q.
I know trans, there's queer, there's gay, there's bi. What's the Q? What's the I? What's the I? What's the I?
Silk just saw it today. Like they added something else to the alphabet. I don't understand it. Like all these letters.
They're trying to make a word. So they want to. Can I get a vowel, Vanna?
I don't know. Anyway.
Not okay, but about their daughter. The daughter is bi. She likes both sides, and we're gonna leave it there. That was stated. She said that on the air on the red table. They actually had They what?
If that's what you like, that's what you like.
Right. They also had a discussion with what's his name, Alcina. I think yesterday on Red Table Talk.
Yo.
They did what they say about it.
I didn't see it yet. I was trying to sit down and see it, but I've been busy, so work. Because you people like to eat y'all food.
I don't know too many dudes that be lying on their stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a few whack dudes that do, but normally when they say
I need to watch
out
it.
of all the celebrities, why her?
Yo, because maybe it's true.
And isn't she older than him?
Yeah.
True, man.
She's older than everybody, Silk. That's
wow.
not
nice. Wow.
She looks good for her age, by the way. And so does her mom.
Her mother can get it.
Yeah,
Grammy
we know.
Get it.
She's
Grammy
mad.
can get it.
We should have had her on the show talking about how her worked out.
Man, listen. Yeah, she's good. She's good. Grammy can get it. Grammy looks strong.
So speaking of dating, what do y'all think about Common and what's her name?
Tiffany Haddish?
Yeah.
Which is my girl. I love Tiffany. She can't do stand up, but I love her.
Wow, she can. She just can't do it for a long time. Anyway,
She's all right.
I like Tiffany. I'm a fan. And she got a record coming out. One of my boys is her producer.
Yeah, but she's good at stand up. She did good at stand up. This is old. This is old news. They've been doing the virtual thing for since the beginning of the pandemic stuff. They've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So they've been talking to each other, FaceTiming every day.
They actually have a commercial. They have a commercial for what is it? Oh my God. Oh God, what is the commercial for? I think it is a virtual dating thing. There's two of them they have. One is for the virtual dating, and the other one is for that thing that she's with the coupons.
Oh, that's that app, Groupon.
Yeah, Groupon. They're in two different commercials. There's one for the dating app where they actually sit down talking. Hi, we go out for a date. Da 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 da. That's one, and the other one is the Groupon. I'm like, oh, so they're really trying to, So I heard
Well,
that
I
they was
heard
doing it.
they really met at a Black Lives Matters event, and then they just been kicking it from there. She was on Jada Pinkett Smith Red Table too about, was it the Red Table? She admitted to being raped by a police officer.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was a was it that or was it another thing?
Oh no, it was Vivica. Was it Vivica A. Fox's
Vivica Fox, right? Vivica Fox, right?
podcast? I didn't even know Vivica Fox had a podcast.
All right.
I know
Yeah,
about T.I.'s
man, I didn't know that
podcast.
either.
T.I.'s podcast is doing well. I finally saw that episode. It was a repeat with T.I. and how he blasted his daughter about going to the GYN.
He didn't blast her. They're saying that. They're saying that he said that if she's gonna go, I'm gonna go there because he was the father. She was under. It's
Yeah, I saw
yeah.
that episode on there. T.I. What is it called? T.I.
What was it? Family Hustle.
Family Hustle. I don't know why I kept putting his name in the title. I saw that episode. It was really interesting. I watched it from the beginning and how everybody reacted to it.
Blew it out of proportion. Yeah.
It was really real. He had no idea that he messed up as a father.
Right.
He
made his daughter cry.
And
Right.
his daughter did not speak to him for a
long time. Yeah. Yeah, but
and it took her mother to go on his podcast to actually explain to him what he did wrong as a man, not even as just her father, as a man, and then as a father to her. It was very insensitive.
Right, because you have to understand, it was the
he
family
was
part.
Supposed to be a joke, but
I say there was a family aspect which we didn't see because the first thing you saw was the media frenzy that started because of what he said. So I saw that first. That's what I saw first. I saw him doing the interview and say, "Yeah, I would go da 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 da," and him sitting. I said, "I'm not going to apologize for the," because remember he has that podcast, Expeditiously. So he's telling people this, that, and then he went on other shows. He was explaining. So everywhere he went, he had to explain. Well, it wasn't like that. Y'all taken out of context, blah blah blah. And then afterwards, he had a conversation with his daughter because, like you said, she wasn't speaking for a while. And then he came back and said, "Yeah, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry to her." And because I think he went on the Red Table Talk and explained his part to it.
Yeah, and even though Tiny was trying to tell him like that's not something you say to a female like that. Like that wasn't right. And his daughter was so mad that he didn't even see.
Right. She was embarrassed more than mad.
Right. And then it was like he played a double standard too because he wouldn't have done that to his
boys. Right. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. And
it was an interesting episode. It was really good. I like it.
That's because most men don't understand when it comes to their female because they're so. See, that's the thing you have to understand, guys. They're so protective of the females because they know how some of these guys
y'all know what y'all be doing to the females, period. So because y'all know what y'all do to women, when y'all have daughters, y'all want to close them up and
right.
And
you gotta understand. You gotta understand why he was saying what he was saying because this is why he went down the road that he went because he explained that he says, "I'm a guy. I know what it is that I did when I was going through this stuff. So I know what these guys are, and if they're anything like me, I'm trying to protect her from guys like me." That's what she had. He had a conversation.
Why you shouldn't be a guy like you. You should be a gentleman at all times.
Oh wow! See, there you go. But you talking about a situation. He was trying to sit down here and make sure they understood where he was coming from and why he said the things that he said. That's why he was saying it.
Because he was a freaking loser at one point.
Right, but when
at his young age, he was playing the field.
Right, but then when it came to his kids, he had to sit down here and say, "Look, he's not trying to control nothing. He just wanted to make sure that everything is, on the up and up." But he didn't understand the lines that he was crossing until he saw.
Didn't understand the female body neither.
Right, because he also didn't understand the female body. But if people explain, because he's the type of guy that he likes to learn. So
wait, Smitty want to say something. Smitty was dying to say something for a minute. Go ahead, Smitty.
I'm still kind of on his side. He could have did it and just not publicized it.
Right, he could have, but
somebody with a daughter,
and you have to understand.
I want to make sure she ain't out here thotting around, and if she is,
I mean, I mean,
no matter what you try to do to make sure she ain't thotting around, you can't make sure she ain't thotting around.
because there's no way you could know. There's no way you would know that if you talk about the hymen, that's not the way you
You
can
just
check, bro.
gotta pray. This is what I told somebody.
That's not how you check, bro. That's not how you
when
check.
it comes to your children, you just gotta pray that you sent them and you taught them well. That's it. Because they're gonna make their own decisions at the end of the day. As soon as a baby is born, the baby is already making their own decisions. Even though the mind is not completely developed, the baby already knows what they want to eat, when they want to pee, all of that. You just gotta guide them the right way and pray that they do the right thing and make the right choices. That's it.
Right. This is why you set a foundation. The foundation has to be solid enough, and they can be able to follow certain things. Right. But like I said, T.I.
And they live by example too. They live by example.
Right. And T.I.'s a solid guy.
That's crazy, and the parents are constantly fighting and beating up each other. That ain't a good environment for a child to grow up in.
No.
But it's also not good to have a child and be all extra strict on them either. Don't want them to go nowhere. Don't want
you don't want that. You don't want that.
You don't want that either.
Those are the worst. Those are the worst ones. Those are the worst ones. Those are the worst ones.
Yeah.
What you said, Smitty?
Them church girls. Yes, Smitty. You know I'm talking about you. Yeah, church girls. It's a fact. It's a fact. The people.
Now you stereotypical. You stereotype.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Say all church girls.
We ain't say all church girls. We said church girls. We know what we said. Because some of them are
church girls and all church girls. It sounds about the same.
No, sir. Because right, Smitty. Because there's some church girls you go, nah, she a church girl. And then there's one, nah, son.
Yeah.
That's a church girl.
Okay.
You're not a guy. You don't understand what we're saying. There's some church girl you go, oh, well, she's one of those Bible thumping, always Bible study, Bible. You don't those are hard shells to crack. Then there's other ones that go to church because they were bad. You see Smitty? Yeah, see Smitty? Yeah, see exactly. You know what I'm talking about. That's facts.
All right, let's talk about this retard president here.
Oh my God.
Yo, I'm feeling what De Blasio did.
Oh, you mean with the
Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, that's good for him.
But why he's saying New York? He's from New York. This is what I don't get. He's from New York and he talks bad about New York all the time.
Because we ain't following his lead. That's why. And with Democrats, we're not Republicans. So he has a tendency to try to. That's why he's an idiot. It's okay. Everybody's against him.
So why he said we full of hate? Like Black Lives Matter is a hated. It's a hated.
Hated term. Like, get out of here, bro.
Get out of here. That thing he just wants that off the street from outside of his store.
I bet you if somebody do something to, I bet you it comes back bigger. I bet you.
Yeah.
If you on this building. Yo.
Why don't he just? I don't know. It's something about. I wonder how his brain works. Like
his brain don't work.
You are full of that much hate. Like he's missing the whole point of the whole thing. He missed the whole point about wearing a mask too. Like I heard him on the news. I like masks. I put them on. I look pretty cool. I actually like the mask on now. I was like, what?
No, that's not what he said first. First he was like, what did he say? I don't like it because it makes me look funny. So I don't want to wear it.
No, but now this morning he changed his tune now.
Yeah,
now he said it's pretty cool to wear a mask.
You know why? You know why he changed his mind? Because he seen so many people were dying, and he was like, yeah.
Yeah, the numbers are going up again. The mayor is not opening up the restaurants now. They still got to.
And he's up for re-election. And he's up for re-election. So he's like, yeah, let me see if I can get a few people on my side. That's all. That's the only reason why he's doing it.
He got the same old ignorant people following him.
Nah, he need more people. He's gonna get some more. He's gonna get a little bit more.
You think he'll get more people?
when he started giving out these checks,
I'm looking for the second one. It ain't
yeah,
come
I'm
yet.
looking for the check
Yo.
too.
I'm still looking for the first one. I'm still looking for the first one.
You ain't get it?
You ain't got the direct deposit?
Yo, let me tell you, set that up right, because the second one they talking about 6,000 per family.
What?
Because you're trying to bribe everybody for the election.
I'm sorry, what happened?
6,000. And when is that supposed to come out?
Excuse me, Smitty, what did you say?
$6,000 per family?
Family, not individual, per family. So, yo.
$6,000 stimulus check per family.
Oh, look at it. Look at him. Plotting scheming. Look at him like, how much? 6,000?
We gotta look for that because I didn't get the first one.
I'm about to go get that new Wayne mixer.
Yo.
If your wife allow you to get that mixer, how much is that mixer?
Yo, how much is that Rain 72? So
nah, son, I'm trying to. Nah, son, I'm getting the Yuri. I'm getting the Yuri.
1850.
I'm gonna get the Yuri, the dial.
The Yuri?
Yuri. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Ask Silk.
He said $2,000 for the Yuri.
Get that Yuri. That's a real mixer. That's a real mixer.
Well, I could buy a whole bunch of wigs with that money.
I can't with you. I can't with you.
Surgery, I might be able to sneak in a tummy tuck. And then hire my boy Reggie to keep my tummy flat.
Reggie's probably right now hearing you say that.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, we can work this out. No.
Hire him to keep the maintenance.
Oh no! Oh my God!
No surgery.
No surgery. No surgery. You can wear the wig. You can wear a wig to the workout, but no surgery.
Oh God! What else did Knowledge send us? He sent us a lot.
Yeah, he sent a lot of stuff.
Yo, did you get a chance to see the Jada Kiss?
Yes, let's talk about it. Oh my God, Majestic. Smitty and I have been talking about it for the whole week, so we didn't get a chance to talk to you.
What happened?
Him and I have been on the phone back and forth about it. What do you think about that Jada Kiss and Fabulous battle?
Besides that it was saucy?
Yeah.
Dudes was saucy and high.
Jada Kiss was messed up.
You get a little buzz going?
Not a little. Full on buzz.
That was my favorite
one. He was on full on buzz. I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. That's my brother.
Yo, he talked over the whole thing, son. Like he talked over every song.
Yeah, yo, wait for me. Hold it for a second. Before you play that. He was good. That was that love, though. That was that love. You gotta sit down here. You know what's funny about these verses? The ones that are really good are the ones that got that vibe with the people really interacting. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily because the music will take you one place, but the interaction between the two people while they're going back and forth, that's what makes it hot. Because if you don't have that interaction, that's why he said he doesn't want to get people like he was not gonna do what is his name? Lil' Kim and Foxy, because that's a versus. He said he's not into battles like that. Because there's a lot of people asking for that, but he's like, nah, he's not gonna do that. He'd rather be like a vibe.
Got a beef, and it's gonna change up the vibe.
Right, it's not gonna be the same thing. So if you get people that's vibing,
I would rather see Lil' Kim versus Eve. They don't have a beef.
I'd rather see Lil' Kim versus Queen Latifah.
Nah, that's Queen different genre. They not on the same level.
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah came out way before Lil' Kim. Nah, I don't think that'll be a good battle.
Why not?
I think Eve and Lil' Kim would be better.
You go song for song? What?
Too bad the girls beef too much, man. It's too much. Why can't they be nice to each other?
Who? Female rappers?
Yeah.
That's because the industry set it up that way.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
The industry said, "Come on, there's so many female rappers out there, and only a handful gets to be popular. Come on now,
one at a time.
The
One at a
industry set it up that.
either one at a time or two at a time. It's not. It's never like a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's
You
never
can
like
name a
they
bunch of them
just.
on your hand.
It's
Bahamadia,
we
Missy
the women
Elliott.
always gotta work harder. It's the same thing with female DJs too. Like it's
Yeah,
always a harder way to go. The industry,
right.
the industry is set up to be more masculine.
Male dominant. Yeah, you're right. But what's funny, the whole genre wouldn't work if the women wasn't there to begin with, because y'all came with us from the conception. It's just that y'all don't get as much light. That's the only thing. They
And the
should.
labels don't like to spend money on the women. They say women cost too much, which is probably true.
Not really, but yeah.
No, in terms of image and how the person have to look, and then when they get pregnant and they get married, it's all kinds of excuses they put into it why they don't like to
Well,
invest in females.
okay, all right. Well, back to this battle thing. What y'all discussing? Who won? What were y'all discussing?
No, we never said who won.
Oh,
Did
because
we?
y'all were discussing it. What were y'all discussing then?
We were saying how much we liked it, that this was the
Okay.
best one in our opinion, right?
Nah,
Smitty?
this was the best one for real. You mean to
I
tell me that's
thought
better
so.
than the Jamaican one?
No,
Are y'all serious?
Yes.
this one was best to me.
Nah.
Well, what was up with Fabulous DJ? Like, why was he not playing Fabulous verses? Why was he playing the instrumentals and the singing?
Yo,
I don't know.
I thought that he played more heat after they stopped. Like
Yeah,
after they stopped,
they played it back to back songs. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yo, why he didn't do these joints?
I don't know. He kind of messed up Fabulous format.
But Fabulous had some heat though, so it didn't matter.
Fabulous got lots of heat.
Yeah, because he got
some
lyrics
joints,
and he got
he's
good.
mixtape joints, and he got radio joints, and
Yeah.
he has a lot of collaborations.
See, I know they was gonna play a lot of stuff with Little Mo, because a lot of Little Mo was in the beginning.
Smitty is such a Jadakiss fan. I'm a Jadakiss fan too.
Well, yeah,
Smitty
me too.
is such a Jadakiss fan, but I'm a Jadakiss fan too. But with that battle, I had to pick Fabulous. I'm huge.
Really?
Fabulous. I love Fabulous. You guys know that.
Wow. So you have to pick Jadakiss?
Particular battle. He ain't win that battle.
I don't know about that.
You know what's funny? Everybody I say, if I ask somebody, they'll always go for the other person. Now it'll be like Jada, Fab, Jada, Fab, Jada, Fab. It's always like that.
Your whole household thinks that Fabulous one?
Silk didn't really watch it. I didn't even ask Terrell who he thought won. He just thought the whole thing was dope.
Yeah, whole thing was dope. That was just a love
You
fest.
read the comments in the verses.
Oh no, there's like do this saucy.
People's comments. Comments don't sway me to take somebody's side. I don't need nobody.
Nah, but it was funny. Some of them was funny.
What they say?
Nah, it just had a lot of fire, a lot of bombs. Like, yo, what's up?
Oh, I
what's
threw
up
in
with
my
Jada?
fire and my bombs in there.
They're like,
too.
yo, what's up with Jada? Oh, Jada lit. I was like, yo, they was
well, he even said he was drunk.
Yeah,
he's like, yo, y'all just play the hits because I'm drunk. We drunk up here.
Exactly. Then Fab disappeared for a while. We're like, yo, where Fab go? You saw that in the comments. Where Fab go? He went over to the other. Yeah, he's smoking. He went over to the other side. I'm like, yo. And then he was talking. Jada was talking into a camera, but it wasn't into the versus camera. It was. I think it was just to the Apple TV camera. I was like, yo, you was off to the side. I'm like, who is he talking to?
And they brought Clue up.
Well, yeah, Clue. Well, Clue had a lot to do with Jada stuff.
I know. I realized that he definitely had a lot to do with Fabulous career. He signed him.
But see, that's because that's back when DJs used to do that, making sure that their hits was in there doing their stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of people, and you don't even see him that much no more. You know what I'm saying? That's saying a lot.
Yeah, I thought this one was really good. If I had to see another one, I would think that Young Jeezy T.I. would be a good one that I'd like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Young Jeezy T.I. That's that trap music, hood stuff. That might be all right. That might be a good look. That might be.
I think that would be pretty good.
They need to have more females battling, man. That's
too much. That's what I'm saying. They over here fighting each other.
No, you mean who fighting?
They just do it.
They should have Monica versus Brandy.
Again? They did that on a song.
I'm saying though. At the time when they did the song, they had almost the same amount of hits too.
What about?
How about Maya? Who Maya should battle? Oh, you know what I was thinking? Jaheim and Avant.
Who?
Avant.
Jaheim and Avant.
He's like, who? Avant. You never heard of Avant? He's like, who? Who that? Avant.
I know he is.
Stupid. You're so stupid.
No, y'all don't think so?
Man, I don't know. I don't think Avant had that much hits. I don't think he had that much hits. He has a few.
Let me go. Jaheim against Trey Songz.
Nah, Trey Songz against Chris Brown.
Nah, that
would be good.
Nah, that
would be good.
How about Chris Brown versus Drake? Drake.
No.
Yeah.
Drake is in a class by himself. How about Drake versus Drake?
How about Drake versus Jay-Z?
Nah.
No.
Too much ego involved. Let me get Lil Wayne. Let me get Lil Wayne and
versus Drake.
Oh, but see that's the same group.
That'll be him versus himself.
Yeah, you ain't
Lil
right.
Wayne versus Drake or Lil Wayne versus Rick Ross.
No. Cash Money versus No Limit.
Ah.
I wasn't a big No Limit fan.
Yeah, but they got crazy hits. They got crazy hits. And that's crew versus crew. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Silk the Shocker.
Why you?
Let's play some music before we get out of here. It's 8:39. I gotta charge this computer too. So
okay, yeah. Smitty get to rock out again.
Radio show, and then we're gonna rock out.
No doubt.
All right.
I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, baby, double stop, tap, tap, double stop, double stop, tap, tap, zero, tap, tap, zero, tap, tap, zero, tap, tap, zero, tap, tap. Now I don't mean to sound rude, baby, it hurts and nothing. I want an independent woman and she working with something. I want a simple-fine woman with some pork with her. She ain't got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop with her. She ain't got a lot, but they pop with her. Nah, I ain't here to get it broke. Represent for no limit to my big, cause I got me yellow love. In the truck, you know what's up. See the sound when you universal, and we got the club. Roll to the red, look to your leg. It's up the toe, bounce the booty up and down. Ooh, girl, there you go. You all like a model. If you an independent woman, baby, I'm a holler. You got to have things nice with the both tight. You wanna take it like a dog and do it all night. All night now. Shake your face, watch yourself. Shake your face, show me what you're working with. Shake your face, watch yourself. Shake your face. I can't put the mic in my hand. Don't make me even with my foot, yo. Be cool. Don't worry about how I'm ripping. What I'm ripping, what I'm ripping. Cause this is what I do. I'm off the crescent gas. There's a full grown German shepherd. You gotta keep stepping. They don't mess with me. They got y'all gotta catch me. And they wild. Hey, fix it. Slow that. I'm riding for my binoculars and down for my boots. You think I'm tricking? Well, I ain't tripping. I'm riding. You got a nice curve for your iceberg. Bring it down like I'm like it's do something to me. Oh, this and these are proposing, make it do something with me. Get $1, girl, pick up 50. Forget that cow, girl, you need a real bill. On top, the nickel box hurt me. I've been over, girl, show me what you're working with. Shake your face, watch yourself. Shake your face, show me what you're working with. Shake your face, watch yourself. Right now in the face to me. I told y'all dudes before, y'all dudes can't mess with me. I guess ain't fun, no small teas, no circus, down. Show me what you're working with. You got the biggest one. it all. Come on, put it together, deliver, make them live it. I get up, shine, pull me out the picture shop. Bang, like that stupid in the football. But back and forth, they down like up. Deliver them all, but you don't come from out. Watch yourself. You get beside yourself, I know. Go ahead, go. Shake it, drop that, stay in line. The can't. Got up, head down, popping on the hands. Yeah, that smoke. You won't do something and get over and bust it. Oh,
Been so long.
get up,
He's been
get
on.
on the floor. Get right here,
Been so long.
sing it,
He's been on.
sing it.
What's up, y'all? Ain't my fault. If the shots are hot, you heard it. We gonna get riding. We gonna charge this into the game. Ain't no people can hurt us. Don't try, y'all can't stop. We don't die. We can't stop. We can't stop. We can't stop. We can't stop. Don't try. We ain't no limit. We don't die. We don't die. Kick it out. We don't die.
Don't make me feel your potatoes. Don't make me devil your name. I might not be something to you, but I'm on the slave. I was going to make hard to digest what I say. But 5 in the morning, gonna be able to jump and keep it that way. Hold on as glad as you can. Whatever you don't lose, you grip. Not only can just be very moved, they bring me to step. I'm like, I want to fall, but I gotta fall. I'm living that. I'm not living in a stick by stick. Wait a minute. Just straight. Been body from the start. We run. You don't want to go to one. Superstar. You know who we are. From poverty to project to living large. It takes one hell of a combination to get what we got. We still on the vision. You can't stop. You can't stop now. You can't stop. You can't stop. Don't try. We too soldiers. We don't die. We don't die. We don't die. You can't stop. You can't stop. Don't try. We too soldiers. We don't die. We don't die. We don't die. They want to start. Make them say, I'm the carnival, you know the presentation. Y'all got the big names, we have the big pay. Girls, small hustlers, soldiers, and common. My common is dealers and wheelers with true tests. Never gave a damn about the bronze, I know widgets. And boom, come on, stop. I'm digging ditches. If we put a fight, commander in chief. And fools run alone, I'm knocking out some heat. I'm down here slanging, rolling with these hustlers. Trying to get rid of all you haters and you busters. Stepping on toes, breaking fools down in the project. Anything go, breaking fools up cause I don't know, let me soul. And that leaves us to lose this pass me the make them say, make them say, exorcism busting out the execution. For the chopper, his business all about the celebration. I mentioned very scary, living mercenary. I'm telling you, I'm bad, yeah, because the worst of terror. I heard you make a parade. Just for you, they intimidated by the round. Better take shoot, take salute. Every robbery, they know, everything know. Need more money, more. See, they want the dreams, the cover and the category. Keep your blood reminding you, so who the baddest, the maddest. So the crowd don't stick on my and you could not get it. Say,
Yeah, boy. Rolling like a book shot. Chevy toned up like a NASCAR. Fresh job. Fresh inside. The outside frame in the trunk wide. Want a real big, do it right good. Lean back, right hand on the side. Lean on the inside, lean on the outside. Lean on the inside, lean on the outside. Lean on the inside, lean on the outside. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. G's on the dash, walking slave by the bill, got a house by the backside. Yeah, I'm living like that, like that. And I'm riding like that, like that. Oh, I'm riding like that, and the steering wheel wood like a baseball bat. Just like our chick said, we ready. Whole creek straight lunatics like Willie. Red one piece, paint job, break chili. Hard triple piece, big black box Chevy. My car, she be humming. I'm so big, you can see me coming. Prime time quick, we get money. Stay iced up like TV Johnny.
I said it, I'ma ride for me. Most likely I'ma die for me. I be grinding that side all day with me. Then they ain't going in, it's on with my hitters. My hitters, my hitters. My hitters, my hitters. My hitters, my hitters. Yeah. First thing first, out of all my head. This black breath cracking out of all my head. You looking for some money, let me call my head. He selling for the high, need all my niggas. You smoke, so the drink. Guys on the ground, put it like it don't think. I said, no, I could bring in a bucket after. I got the egg right if you need to act up. He talking like a snitch, no, I ain't my head. He tripping off a little, no, I ain't my head. Niggas ain't getting shit, that's my head. Only since I was 8, yeah, that's my head. My first pass through my head. Hit my first leg pass with my head. My hits, cause I'm down for my hits. I'm down for my hits. I said it, I'ma ride for me. Most likely I'ma die for me. I be running that side all day with me. And they ain't going in, it's from with my hitters. My hitters, my hitters. My hitters, my hitters. Okay.
Hello, hey, how you doing? It's easy to baby, come and take a don't it volleyball. Jumping on this beat like a mother. Take my bag to the bristle, hat to the whistle. I'm so official, all I need is a whistle. Name Crystal, that pistol. She opened up, I'm out and then I'm tell me better, tell me better, never will. Riders rolling with me like 11 wheels. Find out where you living, can you in the kitchen? The police trying to clip us, but we ain't even tripping. I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in. Just going in, I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in. First off, you know what it is if you heard Drake, nigga. Waddle like a bridge in an earthquake. Never see me out, cause I live in my workplace. I give you the business, I'm buttoning up your shirt straight. Look at where I landed, you would think I planned it. I'm just doing me and you can never understand it. Chicks get hammered, big bandit. Money flowing like a slip wrist, no bandage. Blowing purple cloud, I'm so sky high. I ain't cutting anybody slices out of my pie. Out of this world though, I'm so sci-fi. I don't sit still, I keep it moving like a drive-by. I just tell the truth, it's on culinary hood spot. 21 years and I ain't never met a good cop. Me and Wayne lean
running like a rain doing hook shots. Cover me, I'm going in the bucket with no hook. I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in. I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in.
And I'm gonna go hard. And I'm gonna go hard. Oh my God, it's over already.
You know what I mean? That's short.
So what do you guys plan for the holiday? I'm hearing rumors going around that everybody's planning on wearing all black, no red, white, and blue colors. Did you
What
see that on
holiday you?
social media?
What holiday you talking about? Juneteenth passed already.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. You're not wearing no red, white, and blue
What?
on Saturday?
You're not supposed to spend no money.
Money? Who told y'all? I'm working, bruh. I'm getting double pay.
You know, holidays is a funny thing. You know,
Ain't it though? Ain't it? Ain't it though?
For me, I look forward to the days off. I don't care about nothing else.
So do I.
The holidays, really.
So do I. Me too. I look for the days off.
All that stuff is made up, y'all. That stuff ain't factual.
A lot of it is. A lot of it is made up. You are correct. 100% on that.
I just look forward to a long extended weekend. That's all I care about. And the sales at the store.
Man, look at you. Just like females running into high. There's a sale. There's a sale. There's a sale. We gotta go. We gotta
what
go. There's
you
a
want
sale.
me to tell ya? What you want me to tell ya?
There's a sale. We gotta go. There's a sale. It's sale. It's Thanksgiving. Yo, that's Black Friday. Let's go. It's a sale. It's a sale.
Black Friday is a hot. That's a freaking sale that'll kill you.
That's a hot mess, is what that is. It's getting earlier and earlier.
I know you guys have plans for Sunday.
You mean driving to Queens? Yeah. Look, Smitty's like, what? Smitty's like, what happened?
What you said, Smitty?
I said I'm planning on sleeping a little later on Sunday.
That's all right. Just make sure your ass is here at 12 noon.
See, now that's not gonna happen. 12 noon is not gonna. You know what? You know what?
Crazy.
Nah, you know what?
I'm still be hungover at that time.
Oh wow.
Majestic, wow. You can get here. Majestic, you get here whenever you need to be here.
Because I'm gonna be at work, so I'm gonna dip in. I'm gonna be like, y'all gotta leave early, so don't worry about it. I'll be there. I don't know. Probably. I don't know.
The young man has finally caught up to my age, son. We twinning.
Oh, really? Oh, is that what we're doing? Oh, okay. I feel you.
We both 21 at the same time.
They both 21. I don't know how that's possible, but okay. We working
there. Brothers working miracles, kid.
You know what I mean? Jesus is Jesus. Jesus. Yes, Jesus. He created a miracle. They both in the same
There it is. And I am that miracle.
You are that miracle. Okay. That's right. There you go.
Well, we gotta go, guys. So
oh wow, yeah, it is. Damn.
Guys, be safe. Enjoy your holiday.
All right. I'll be working, like I said. So hey.
Everybody be safe. Still social distance.
Right.
Everybody still wear your mask. So I was in Brooklyn for a little bit the other day, and I felt like I was in another planet. Nobody had on a mask. There was no social distancing.
Where in Brooklyn you was at?
And I was like, yo, what in the world?
You in the hood, that's why.
You had a mask on.
Go to Flatbush, yeah. I bet you be different.
Yeah, they have a mask on?
A lot of people have masks in Flatbush. Brownsville is a little different. I don't know why it's like that. Certain places.
No, not everybody had on a mask. They wasn't social distancing at all.
Yeah, I'm like what's up with y'all? Like, what y'all doing?
2019. It was like 2019.
What y'all doing? People are dying, bro. What are you doing?
Huh? So let's be safe out here, folks.
Yeah, we're not out the woods.
Hell no. Hell no.
Not even close to being out. All right. Remember to keep positive people around you. Stay positive, and don't forget to smile. Till next week. Enjoy. Peace.
Later, y'all. Home base. Take care.